So this is the mysterious doctor, huh? Well, it's me, the angry anime fan, the despair reviewer, here on the latest of the Fire Force anime episodes. We're introduced to a bunch of new characters, as well as getting an information that once again one of the brigade chiefs, is that what we can call them, may very well be corrupted. This time is Dr. Giovanni, a mysterious plague-looking guy with a voice that sounds very familiar, but I cannot place it. Here for me, the angry anime fan is telling that the gang returns from Asakusa, where it's revealed that the Hajima Industries has actually assigned the 8th Brigade a scientist. As we all know, the 8th Brigade is relatively new, only 2 years or so old, and doesn't really have, the greatest of people to work with them. Well, they have the strongest people in hearts, but not so many volunteers, mostly because, well, they are looking for people that have heart. Nothing more than that. So, and Hajima Industries controls everything. Then, since 8th Brigade doesn't have a scientist, they've been assigned one by the Fire Force and the Hajima. And his name is Victor Licht. Do you recognize that guy? Well, you should. It's the same guy that has talked to Ijoka before, with a very familiar voice. I mean, it's not exactly the voice I suspected from Licht, but his Japanese pronouns is what I'm mostly surprised about, but I'm also glad about that. He seems to be a mad scientist, but also seems to be a man with motives you cannot fully comprehend. It is also revealed that the 8th Brigade are looking for an engineer, and they have only one person to do that. However, this engineer has a reputation of hating the brigades. His name is only Vulcan, if that is his real name. So the captain asks Arthur, Shinra, and Iris in their civil clothes to go to Vulcan. And indeed, Vulcan do not really like the brigade as they throw, well, sodas at them. But we're also introduced to Joe. Actually, we saw this little kid before. Luckily, he has a male voice, by mind you. But we saw this little kid before, and Shinra saved him from the rampaging infernal that was self-aware some time ago. He doesn't know why Vulcan hates the brigade, but he really does. We're also introduced to a very sexy girl called Lisa, who lives with Vulcan, but it's unknown if they are together, so to speak. Vulcan, Jo lets them in, but Vulcan do not really like that. Despite this, though, he doesn't immediately trash them, but he does reveal a little bit about himself. But then Dr. Giovanni comes in and Vulcan confronts him and angrily tells him to leave, showing that when it comes to Giovanni, Vulcan has a special hatred for him. It's unknown exactly why, but it seems to imply that once upon a time Giovanni worked with his father and his grandfather, but then betrayed and killed them. All while saying that your dreams of animals cannot come true. It's during this time that later Vulcan shows a projection to the 8th Brigaders, which actually shows an illusion of a projection of every single animal that used to be on Earth. Yes, because of the flame incident, animals cannot really live anymore in this world. Vulcan, who despite being an engineer, is also surprisingly a man who wants to build a power source that can sustain all living lives, including animals. Maybe even animals that are extinct, although it's unknown if that includes that he will rebuild animals and let them have something to fuel them with that. But his dream is to bring back animals. With that, Shino realizes that they must get Vulcan, because Vulcan cherishes life, and life is all that 8th Brigade is about. But Vulcan still is very adamant about refusing that, although he does give a short indication that his family is somehow tied to Amaterasu. Also, Lisa supposedly reveals that she was once an orphan that wanted to be a sister but ran away and ended up in a car where Vulcan found her and taken care of her since. And Joe, well, he's just an apprentice, so to speak, because, well, he always liked tinkering with things. So, who knows? Can some of them join the 8th Brigade? We don't know. But Giovanni is scheming dangerous plans as Shinra detects that through his Adola link. But what do they expect? They do not know. Also, we're fully introduced to Shaw now, who unfortunately does have a female voice, but it makes sense given his age. And he has a very arrogant attitude to himself, so I am not really liking that as well. But this episode really puts in more of the emotional things about the Fire Brigade. Also putting in more that there might very well be a future that can give a new light to the world of New Japan. Or maybe not, or maybe. Either way, Vulcan is a very interesting character, with a fitting voice, mind you, and although I'm still angry that they didn't really cast a complete unknown as him, it's Vulcan really does seem to be a man that is needed in order for a new type of future to come. And I like that. So give me your thoughts if you have any.